Hey guys, hi, how una dey? Hi everybody, I'm back again. I know say plenty of una they see the trendy saga on social media about an actress, Nigeria actress or Nollywood actress, Messi Aigbe. Many of una don't say how everything play. A lot of people make video and all. My lesson, one I learn or one I see when it comes to men, as in as much as many Nigerian men, they think say they get rights, they get privilege, they get all the power supported by the same women when they cheat on, to feel cheat on their wife, to feel neglect their wife, to feel abandon their children, physically, the physical love, emotional love, closeness, everything. But everything for this world get consequences, spiritual consequences, natural consequences for this world. According to many social media people, nobody will stay with their wife forever, relationship not be by force, marriage not be by force, blah 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 blah. Yeah, not be by force. But when it comes to circumstances, when many men they separate from their wife, when many men they abandon their wife and their children, when many men they betray their wife and their children, it's very very pathetic and dishonorable to a human being. You don't need to be your wife to be that nice woman, homely, respectful, submissive, whatever Nigeria made a demand for marriage, and at the end of the day, you get marriage. You don't even know when most of the marriage you want ends. You know when the marriage starts, but you know they really they secure. Tomorrow your husband will just come with one news or the other, say he don't pregnant one girl, or the man will wake up from the side of the bed, start to they misbehave. When a marriage don't end, that is the most traumatic thing when it comes to African marriage. And the men, they don't get security. They know they secure either by judicial, by law, by any act of marriage. Marriage for Africa, no, actually they secure. I know say the sweet one say marry if what about the children? How the children? Most of the marriages where they end, most of the children they small, everything, and most of the men where they end this marriage due to cheating, due to use and dump attitude and mentality and culture we get for Africa, that women need to be used and dump. When you feel remove all the content inside their womb, they are no more useful to most of the men. They want to replace the woman. They want to look for something else or alternative to replace the woman. And you see, there is a very quick replacement by another woman without thinking about the consequences that will come later. Most women not they think, and most men not they think. As women, I don't want to call her faith because it will be very degrading. As women, according to Nigerian men, they'll say the person don't be bad market. They'll say market don't kill the person. As market they kill woman, permits me to use the word. I dislike to use such language. Now so markets they kill man. See this Messi Aigbe husband now. The time we go leave the wife that time, he go think saying they on top of the world. He go think say in day for Alpha and Omega. But exactly the same thing when you do to your wife. Now another person do to you, so you expect them. How the feeling day for you now when you know say a man that was standing side by side with you for picture or for a normal life or whatever, they bless your wife. You have that same feelings before, according to you say they did fuck. And now she carried the man go marry him. That is exactly the same thing when many African women, many Nigerian women don't go through. Betrayal for forefront. We don't live in a society where trust no day. You know, man and woman trust no day, especially the men. The men they hold the women trust. Because if trust no day, respect no go day. If trust no day, submissiveness no go day. No woman can submit to any group of men where they say the women not they secure emotionally, they're not they secure physically, they're not they secure financially, in every aspect of their life. Spiritually they are not secure. No woman can nurture a man and a family. No woman can build a home when she know even when inside her mind she's full of that. She's full of mistrust for the man he had before a woman feel build a family. She feel build them, but that foundation not feel strong because she don't know when all these things will crumble. All her energy, all her time, all everything put in one place. At the end, you come to say you become a single parent, taking care of children. You see your husband on social media flaunting a woman, doing all sorts of nonsense. This thing they for this culture too much, and many men think the consequences no there. They think the consequences not there everything when they do. They can do anything undo when the women they clap for them because most Nigerian men they be like rolling stone. They roll. If you roll reach your front, take inside. If you roll reach your front, take inside. That's what it be because of the desperation of so many women. They go always quarrel with you, saying you the quarrel say your husband go pregnant girl. You the quarrel say your husband go do this one. When the destruction come, you will share with the man. Will you be there to share with him? No. Many of them are not there to share with him. Many of them, when the consequences, the spiritual consequences, the physical consequences of that betrayal comes, will you be there with that man? No, many of them are not there. You see how it was quick for Messi Aigbe to leave. Say the man they beat her, of which are not that the man beat her. But seeing all the whole scenario now, say she was cheating with another person's husband, everything. They get as it be. They get as it be. And unless it's all of them when they aspire to carry actress, to carry most of these women, these ladies, when they say they will not say you get wife, they want to choke their head. You think say those women actually love you when you know if state why you they leave your wife. You know if state the reason why this woman no good. A woman that cannot look into your 4 children or 3 children where they abandon. A woman that can sleep with you and wake up with you every day, knowing that you abandon your children. Before you fear that yourself, fear that woman. Because most of these women, there be the potential of that behavior when many of them they do. Many of them sisters support them. Many of them mothers, they support them. Because many of the mothers of our Nigerian society, they want to suffer when they suffer. Maybe their daughter-in-law suffer the same thing. Maybe their ex-daughter-in-law suffer the same thing as per. May abandon them. They have to raise the children alone. That is why when you tell most of Nigerian mother-in-law their sons bad behavior, they will always want to take side with the men. But when the spiritual consequences come, they know they share with them. That is why you see many of them, they allow their son to destroy themselves. Many of them have that dominant power to speak to their son, to tell their son what is wrong. To tell their son, say, instead of to they pursue different women, they pursue to they have different children. You need to pursue having one great family where you build. Children where go they proud of you. Children where go they responsible, where no go be cultist, where no go be prostitute or ex-prostitute for any European country or anywhere, where no go be nuisance for the society. But most of the mothers, they will keep quiet because they want their children to be they look like their husband when they married that time. The husband when he married 20 women, join them. The husband when they beat them. The husband when he abandoned them with the children, when they raise their children alone. They will keep quiet and make sure their sons destroyed. That is the same women that is supporting all these types of women. When they say that they jump enter people marriage immediately, they will scatter everything. And because of most of the African men, they're not intelligent, they don't raise them to be husband's material. They don't raise them to be a father. They raise them as a rolling stone, so that they go to roll from one woman to another. They go to roll. That is why you see many of them. Many of them not the last past. Many of them 50 years they don't buy, 50 something years they don't buy because they waka too much. They don't get peace of mind. That man when you take with 4 children, when they sleep with you. That man when you take with 6 children, when they sleep with you. You know they wake up, say whether children they live. You think they're happy? They're very restless. Many of them are very, very restless. They're not happy. And many of them, they treat you well. No. Many of them, all those anger, they inside them. They're very angry with themselves. They look at themselves as failure. But you as a woman, you don't care. You don't care. You think that you the ring. Tomorrow, he will do the same thing to you. I think at the end of the day, Messi Aigbe become a single mother too with children. She become a single mother the first time, the second time, because of the way when they get the men, and the way when the men they get them. The way you get them, that is the way you will lose them. Everything for this life when you don't do well, when you do take hurt another person, it gets spiritual consequences. You as a woman, there is no way when you take build your happiness on top of another woman. Pain, it hard. But most of the men, they don't go think because many Nigerian men, many African men, they like to hit the women to fight each other. They like to put the women to be competitive with each other. This behavior, many women never understand. So they are very quick to use you to break their family. You go think that you the rain. You go think that you find pass. You go think that your people spawn height pass. You go tell you say your wife, you know the dress well. They don't hold past you. You're a young girl now. What about tomorrow if you can't start to the road? Apart from that, we talk of a group of men, which is the African men, when you visit, they know the consistency for anything when they do. Whether political consistency, job, marriage, they know the consistency. They know they continuously for anything when they do. Most of them, they cannot even maintain a job for 6 months. They don't feel continue with their marriage. That is why you see many of them, 1 minute they are successful in marriage, they are happy, they are kissing, they are Valentine. The next minute, they will put disaster on the marriage. That is why you will be with a man. The two of them go suffer. You go school, everything will be fine. When I go school, say okay, this one will get job, the other one will get job. Now, the moment you get job, you start to be successful. You see that man will use and pull everything down because they don't raise them to be able to be in the family. They don't raise them like that. They don't put their orientation. Even the government, they don't put orientation for them to be in family without interruption, without that dysfunctionality. Many African men, they don't feel maintain sources. They believe say when it comes to sources, now plenty to talk. Availability of many women and sex now be sources. That is why you see they don't feel the consistency all the time when it comes to sources. I still get like 7 minutes before I come out. So now what I learn and understand about this Messi Aigbe issue. The man now you see say what goes around comes around. Say betrayal. It's no good to betray people. Whether not your wife or whether not a friend or whether not people, it's bad to be a betrayer. Because the moment you start to betray somebody when you get children with you, somebody that trusted you a lot, somebody that sacrificed a lot for you, don't they come out for fire with that? Don't they come out for fire? And many of them now they think. When I say if una dey 40, una go remain for 40 forever. Una no say as you take that woman, as you take that man, now so you go see the lose when time come. You see, as they take up for gentry, lanre face, openly. The thing shock her. And so it's still shock the woman. The day when the woman says say you don't bring another woman home. And so they be. Now so there be nobody way cheating, no they call, no they pay. No matters now they talk say they not the marriage person, they not they do polygamy. If they toast woman that first day, tell them say you be serious womanizer. Tell them say you no go marry one woman. You no go marry one. Make her know. Make she know what she is signing to. No give her impression say now you be Apostle Suleiman. You know they fuck another people's pass lazy. Tomorrow you will come get couple by everywhere. You will get girlfriend every corner, and you want that woman to be cool with it. It's not nice. A complete betrayal of trust, everything, and trust is fundamental in every society. Trust is fundamental in every marriage. If you not like, if I don't like, I leave them. I gotta go catch my boss. I love all of you now. I'm a single mother, single father in Europe. Bye bye, everyone.